Alright, what's up y'all? This is your Uncle Peasy, and in this video I am going to be going over, of course, my weekly analysis at the close of the week. In my personal opinion, just to be honest with you guys, in my personal opinion, I really believe that if you're going to do back testing, going back 6-7 months and all this and that is really a waste of time. And I'm going to tell you why. And we're going to get to the charts. We're going to spend a lot of time on the charts. I'm going to show you a bunch of stuff. But I really think it's a waste of time because, see, when you back test 3 months, 6 months, trying to test indicators, the problem is you have no idea what news events came out. You don't know what happened in the world that may have made the price action at that time spike or do some crazy moves. So it's really not accurate. But if you're going to back test, at least you can back test at least 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Why? Because you can go and check news events and apply them to when a situation in the market happened, and you can say, oh, yep, I see whether it worked or it didn't work, or if it didn't work, I see exactly why, because I'm connecting it with the news or events that took place along with what the indicators did. But just looking at indicators, back testing, I'm back testing. You're not back testing anything, because in order to get a full analysis, you have to see what news events possibly had caused the market to do certain things. And that's the thorough way of doing it. So for me personally, and again, let me know in the comments below if you like these types of videos, but what I'm actually doing is towards the weekend, Friday night going into Saturday, when the market is actually closed, I can then go back and do my personal back test on my own trading systems and see which one was the most effective, what opportunities did I miss because maybe I wasn't paying attention, maybe I was busy, maybe I was nervous to get into the trade. Okay, that happens a lot of times. You're scared to pull the trigger. So next time when this setup happens, I can feel a lot more comfortable with taking the trade. Also, I can compare it to the news events, because every Sunday I do a news event video for you guys, and I actually track my news events myself to see, okay, on these days, this and that, that and this. Okay, so that's very important when I'm back testing, because it's very current and accurate. Okay, so now let's get into the charts. And I'm I hope you can hear my music. I got I don't know if y'all heard of this rapper, Eshawn Burgundy. That fool is crazy good. He's a Christian rapper, but anyway, he made some beats, and I bought one of these beats from him, so that's what I'm playing in the background that I got from him. I got it's called Washington, so he made that beat, and I got it from him. I said, man, I like that, so I bought that beat from him. It's just a relaxing beat, so as I'm going through my charts and stuff like that, I can just have some chill music to listen to. Okay, all right. But he didn't make raps to this beat, as far as I know, so I own this from him. All right, here we go. So let's start with AUD USD. And so here's what happened. I see that this thing's been in a consistent upward movement, and we can see that taking place here on AUD USD. And I'll just go pair by pair. And there you go. See that spike? Boom, right there. Retest to the top. I do think I'm going to tap this on next week if the setup remains in this region. We don't have an arrow yet, confirmation that this thing is done, so it's nothing to say that it can't go further up if something didn't happen. I gotta check my news events for the Sunday video and see if there's any news coming up, but this is a great range for me to be peeping at. Here it is from the daily time frame. You can see it is in the downtrend, but it did a massive pullback, which the big arrow came in right here on the daily and said bye bye bye. And that thing has shot up almost 300 pips. So it's sitting right here at the 50% retracement level on the daily. And it's hitting up against a lot of resistance levels from the daily perspective. As you can see here, here's candle 1, 2, here's another candle. So it just looks like it's just retested this area. But I'm going to wait for, a little more confirmation next week for confirmation of that. But that may be a good one for next week. But could have really taken advantage of it right here, and which I didn't. Kicking myself in the pants again, kicking myself in the pants. I wasn't feeling well this week, and so a lot of things I missed. But right here, look at all these arrows. 4 times I told you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ocean Wave is a beast. Oh my God, it's a freaking beast. So this thing right here, it told you, get in right here, all along this consolidated path. It said, get ready, and this thing shot up for 60 pips from this arrow here. But you could have been holding this trade all the way from back here, and AUD. This one, another winner. Winner, chicken dinner. Look, right here, consolidated, and then boom, the drop off. So you see that there. This one here, this is what I was telling you guys about. If I go to the 15-minute, you start to see, boom, there it is. Okay, that pullback coming back up, and where's this going? With the higher time frames. So that means that this was nothing but a short pullback, and now it's trying to resume back up to the other side. And we'll look at these also from the simplicity, from the reversal side, you know. But truth be told, if this thing's sitting here looking pretty like this next week, yeah, I'll probably smack them cheeks. I'm gonna go for it. This is pretty. See all these higher time frames all pushing higher, and now you got the lower time frame matching up with the higher time frames. So therefore, this is gonna definitely be on my radar next week if things sit the same. Again, I don't mark up charts over the weekends because a lot of news events and stuff can happen over the weekend, so anything can happen. And all of a sudden, what looked good when you was marking up your charts on Friday, Saturday, going into Sunday, when the market opens, it can gap all over the place because guess what? Just because your broker closed down your MT4 where you couldn't trade during the market hours didn't mean that the world went on freeze and that the currency market actually froze. It is literally a 24/7 market. It just means you don't have access to it from Friday afternoon when the market closes as far as for Forex and reopens again on Sunday. This is why you see a lot of times those market gaps. Okay, so that's why I keep telling y'all this. I mean, it's up to y'all. Keep doing what you do, but I'm telling you, it's a complete waste of time marking up your charts over the weekend for all these various reasons. Okay, all right, let's keep on though. So that would have been another winner. So far, no losers. No losers with the ocean wave. We have winner in 3, so we're 3-0. All right, let's take a look at this one. This one bounced, and then it hit a support level. Let's go to the 30-minute, see what it's talking about. See, this is the support level. Now, for those who have the ocean wave, this is exactly what I'm trying to tell you. During mid-week reversals, stop trying to trend trade unless you have something that you've been riding for a while, that you got a lot of flexibility. Get that money, and as soon as that midweek start hitting, look at this support, and then this thing bounced up. Now we'll go over here to ACAD on the this here. See, and this is what it looks like here. See, it was hitting strong support, and that thing bounced up. And as you can see, it's big candles because AUD came out with big news, which is why I said backtesting 6 months ago don't help you because you can't check the news events. But certainly at the end of this weekend, I can definitely backtest for accuracy to see that all of the AUD pairs, you know, with exception possibly to the AUD NZD, they all spiked up, which means what? There was a news event that caused it to spike. Okay, so that was a beast. But the point is, it was midweek reversal, so I wouldn't be holding it unless you had a chance to be like one of these where you rolled it all the way down, you know, all the way up, you know, if you ride it all the way up and you roll, like this one was days ago, 1, 2, 3, see, and then even it's crossing into the neutral zone when midweek, towards the end of the week it was doing that. So you could have collected your pips, you know, moved your stop loss above these ranges just to lock in a little gain or just break even, whatever. But y'all get the point. All right, let's move on. All right, AUD Swiss. All right, same thing. You could have got some pips early in the week. Okay, early in the week. Okay, but look what happened. Midweek, crossover is happening. Okay, Swiss, CHF. I didn't fool with this one this week, to be honest with you. Oh, and this is looking nice though. Well, let me remove my day separators. Control Y can turn them on and off. This one okay. If I see it bouncing up off of here, yeah, this will probably be a good contender. See, look at that. And if that's the case, yeah, that's what I thought. All of these have JPY in connection, but see the difference between this? Look at this one. Okay, go to the 15-minute. Look at all this agreement down here. So this one and the candles are small and flat. I love small and flat. Small and flat is beautiful, easy money. Easy money. You can set your stop and you ain't even tripping. Why? Because, you know, look at the candle sizes. That means it doesn't do a whole lot of spiking. Yeah, I'm gonna write this one. So if it was my favorite, I would take this one. And you see it's that one. Yeah. This one would be a no. Look at how many. It's hitting neutral zones, but not enough for a confirmation for me. So I'll move on. Because remember what I said in the beginning of the week. Now again, there are days of exception. Let me explain this real quick to you guys. Days of exception means there are exceptional days where, like AUD USD, where it consistently stayed going in the trend for the entire week. But typically with a lot of pairs, you'll see that they will trend, and midweek reversal will happen. And we will see a couple of midweek reversals so you can see what I'm talking about. So in the beginning of the week, I am all day long just looking at ocean wave trade for trading with the trend, okay? But then when midweek reversal happens, I switch over to my other system, the sexy analyst mixed with the simplicity system, so I can catch those reversals. So I always do a half and half. Half of the week, beginning of the week, I'm always trend trading. Second half of the week, reversal trading, okay? All right, now here we go. Here's another example. See? Trend, a little bit, nice little pips, and then look what happened. Midweek, it came back up, okay? All right, now this one was a nice one, and this is an example. See how you could have kept the drifting going on? Ooh, baby. So if you in something, you in the candles, and here's the key. Candles are tight and small, okay? That's why I scrunch my charts up like this. I don't want to see all that wiggly, okay? I just want to see how smooth are you. So I rub it on like butter on bread, thin it out, and look at that. That was smooth as butter. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at them number of pips. 371 pepperoos. Oh. And look at what this was saying the whole time. Let's go on. Alrighty, so this one looks like it's going to be heading down coming into next week. This is Euro USD. Keep an eye on it. Everything is set up for I feel comfortable, but it looked like it may be a good opportunity. We'll see how it goes. Okay. Euro GBP, look at that, butter smooth. These are the ones I'm talking about when the candles are just literally small and tight. They have no sense of wanting to change direction. See, small and tight, small and tight. This Euro GBP. It's a pretty good one. Okay, look at that. Look at that. Ooh. Good money. Ooh, good money. Good money. Look at this one. Same thing. The euros. So as you can see, as a group, the euros all doing the same thing. Okay, so that means something's happening in euro and they're losing value because they stayed in the downtrend the entire week. Okay, that's something to keep in mind. Okay, so this was a nice one here. You could have jumped off and got about 180 off of that one. Oh my God. Look at this. Euro JPY. Look at that. Oh, goodness. Oh. 217. Oh, I'm getting sick. Because I could have took every single one of these trades. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at that. 137. See, this is why having a little bit of knowledge of the markets goes a long way. The euro itself is just being dumped. 428 pips. Oh! And this is why you can ride certain pairs as a trend, because if the fundamental issue of the currency is having a problem, then yes, you may have small pullbacks, but not enough for it to keep going. Why? Because the country itself is having a problem. And if that's the case, yeah, you can stay in that trend. But if you ain't sure about that, then grab what you can and keep it moving and wait, wait for another day. Oh my God, look at all the pips. Euro was the winner of the week. Wow. GA, let's go to this. GA, nope, I didn't fool with this. You can see why, because overall, GA was doing nothing but doing what? Consolidating. So when you guys say, oh, look, how we always talk, oh, always look left, that's cool. I'll look left, but I may not like what I see when I look left. Here's the point. Everything right here is looking good, but I do look left and I see that this thing really ain't went nowhere. It's just up and down, 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 up and down. So no, I bypass that. I ain't tripping. At least as far as trend trading it, because it's not trending, it's consolidating. Let's go a little further out and see what's happening. This is the 1 hour time frame. See that long consolidation is really not doing anything. Here it is on the 4 hour. You can see how it's just doing absolutely nothing. So why lock my money up on the trade that ain't going nowhere? See, now from the daily, this is it. Now I don't trade daily. That's way too long to be waiting. So all these time frames is telling me just leave this one. I know it has a setup. And again, if you were to jump in right there, yeah, you could have got some pips. See, right here. So it wasn't lying. Right there was a good 70-something pips, 78 pips. It was a winner, especially for the 15-minute. But would I have chosen it I didn't because I was looking at all this consolidation. It would go down and hop right back up, consolidate, boom, 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 boom. I missed it, okay? And I ain't mad about that one. Some of them I'll be mad about, like all them euros. Oh my God, I could have just took any euro I wanted and I could have took all them euros for the whole week and won all of them. But, you know, hindsight is 2020, which is like why, again, I do my back testing at the end of the week when the market is closed every week, so I can actually see current back testing events to see what would have happened had I chosen better this week. Okay. Could have easily flipped a whole bunch of my firm accounts. All right, let's get into the G pairs. G pairs ain't looking no better. Look at this though. Look at that. Beer. See this consolidation on? So yes, I did pass up on it because of this, but ain't that thing was talking. It was singing. All right, let's go to GCAD. Now, GCAD, I like the CADs. You know, I don't like my CADs, but look at this pullback, and we'll see it probably on the simplicity when we get to it. But this is what I was talking about. It was going up, and you could have rolled this thing all the way up into the neutral zone right here, all the way back from here. But anyway, it hit neutral zone, and of course it hits and did a midweek reversal back up, retesting the main wave. So I keep an eye on this one for next week. This down here is telling me not yet. Let's keep going. All right, this one again, I did not take it. Here's the reason why. You can see why it went down a little bit, but it's just, you know, not ready. It's just not ready. Now this is telling me it may be. So I will be keeping my eyes out on it. Look at that 15-minute slant to the upside, which means it's probably going to drop to the downside. They always fool retail traders by going up the wrong way, taking out stops, and then they drop it on you. And you can clearly see it right here. Clearly. Look at that. See how they bring it up, retest, trying to fool the novice retail traders who don't know what they're doing. They pull it up, but what is this telling you? Down. So this is a slant pattern. I always call these slant patterns. Anytime you see this, beware, because it's going to come to a certain point and then drop. That's what it typically does. Now, anything can happen in the markets, of course, so, you know, hooray if you get anything today, but I'm just telling you, I'm waiting for that drizzle up. Now, that's one I'll keep an eye on. That'll be a nice drop after they finish fooling the retail traders. All right, here we go with another one. So it looks like these are trying to do something, but I don't feel comfortable with. I don't like the way this is looking yet, so I want to wait and see how it plays out next week. Here's GU. GU was kept it tight and right. As usual, I pull this down so we can see. GU just was on a smash, boy. Look at this, all the way up to here. That's 237 pip rules. This thing was in a complete keep it going. All the arrows said don't try to reverse this yet. That's what it said on the ocean. Here we go with the ends, the NZDs, and they kept in their uptrend, of course. And there we go. Just could have stayed in it. Just could have stayed in it, man. Look at this. They did have interest rate news, which caused it to spike this week. And this is again why I say back testing to me is more important. At the end of the last week you just came out of, because you can look back at all the news events and everything else and you say, oh, I see. So on this one, that's why you see this big mountain of candles. That's because interest rate news came out, which I told you guys was going to happen on my last Sunday video. So that's the point. You can compare last Sunday's video of news events and look at your current charts and say, okay, if I was back testing this for efficiency, then I can easily see and look at the news that was there and look at what happened in the price action. And then I can judge the indicator or trading system or whatever you got based on current events, because now I can compare it and say, yes, it only lost due to a news event, or it won even during a news event. But at least you know it was a news event that caused the trade to do what it did, not just 6 months of back testing just to see whether it did this and that, and you don't even know what the world events were. Such as what we're seeing with the euro. So obviously, there's something going on with the euro because all of the euro pairs are dropping like a rock. But if you were back testing an indicator for 6 months, just back testing, so you don't know what news events affected the currency. So really, you're wasting your time. Market up your charts, and all this 6 months and 4 months and 3 months of back testing, you're really just doing yourself a disservice. You never come out with accurate information. Week by week, you know what you got. Okay, NZD. Still heading up on all the pairs. See, all of them were heading up. They didn't break stride all week long. So that tells you something was happening with the NZD in New Zealand. And that means said currency was strong. They came out with news event, and obviously when it spiked on all of them shot up, and we'll see that more on the next situation when we go to simplicity. But all of them shot up. All of them shot up because they raised the interest rates, and when you raise interest rates on the currency, people start buying it. So no, it wasn't gonna drop. All right, let's go to UCAD. UCAD. Ooh, I seen this one too. I ain't gonna lie. I am kicking myself way deep up in my behind because I did see this one. But I'm like, nah, it's too close to the reversal zone. So I took caution. I said, nah, and I knew on Friday, 8:30, this is Friday. And if you're looking at this even a year from now, it's December 1st. 2023. So at the time of this one, I saw this setup and I said, oh, this is one of my favorite setups. And it's a cat there too. Ooh, Jesus, I love these setups. Man, this thing was looking so pretty, tight, bright candles. I knew this was going to go down. I knew it. There was only one restraint. I said, you know what? CAD is coming out with their unemployment numbers. And I don't want this thing to spike on me if I'm in a trade because of a news event on Friday. So I didn't take this trade, but watch what, oh my God, that thing, this is a trade of regret in a sense, but did I do the right thing by following the rules? Don't trade during major news events? I did, but it was so crazy because Ocean Wave called this thing well in advance and said, down, 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 baby. But see, here's what happened. See, this one called it too, and it did go down right after the news event and bounce right back up. So that's why I didn't fool with it, because that could have happened even on this one. It may have went down and then shot back up, or it may have been the news event and could have shot up and took me out. Hindsight is 2020, but at least I know. US Swiss, look at that thing. See, this is what I'm talking about. Look, you could have just been riding this into the sunset. 200 piparoos, basically. UJ, it did do some nice dropping. It tried to come back up, but guess what? 184 on that one. Here's your indices. The indices stayed up the whole time. Look at that. They stayed up. So right now, like I said, if you're going to get, people always ask me, Uncle Pete, what trading system should I start with? I will hands down always tell you, always look at, oh my freaking goodness. US 30. Oh my goodness. All right, let's take a look at gold. Look at gold. Oh my goodness. Ocean wave, baby. Wow. That's ridiculously crazy. That is crazy. So people always ask me, and now we're going to switch over and go to simplicity. See what they're talking about. But let me tell you guys this. A lot of people always ask me, hey, Uncle P, which trading system would you actually go with if you had to start off as a beginner? I will always hands down tell you, go with the Ocean Wave. It will have the highest rate of success because most banks and institutions are trying, in my opinion, are trying to find trends and trying to stay in trends, okay? So you'll have more opportunities to find trend trades than you will reversal trades. That's just a fact. Do your own homework on that. I've been at this for years. That was part of the reason why I struggled for so many years, is because I wasn't mixing the two up. I was always looking for reversal trades, high and lows of the week, high and lows of the day, supply and demand zone, support and resistance levels, that trend line bounces, all these different things. Every single one of those fall into the category of a reversal trader. However, the market institutional players, they don't look for reversals. They only take reversals when it is clearly established that it's a reversal of the trend. Over than that, you always find banks, institutions, and high stock players, or high Forex players, anybody who's managing people's money, they're always trying to find the major trends so that they can just ride them. Even if it comes and do pullbacks, they're okay with that because they know exactly where eventually it's going to go. So that's why they're not tripping. They don't have a problem using big stop losses and just sitting back and relaxing. This is why we keep getting mad at the banks and institutions and Wall Street players for them being wealthy, but we're refusing to do exactly what they're doing, which is to find the major trends, use a larger stop loss, and just let the thing flow and do what it do. If it pulls back, that's fine. It may pull back to a main level and then come right on back up into the trend So the trend is literally can be your friend if you know when to get in. Okay, now let's switch over and get to these others. All right, let's get to the reversal trades that happen this week. And again, I only look for these midweek reversals, meaning Tuesday evening, going to Wednesday, Thursday, and some possible Fridays. Okay, Thursday's going into Friday, but I try to close out what I can on Friday. All right, here we go. AUD. This one we talked about. I'm looking for a retest right here, but I will definitely be keeping my eye on that before reversal trade, especially during midweek, late Tuesday, hopefully. Nothing. See, nothing much. You did have this drop, and then it bounced right back up. Okay. See, but you see how hard it is to find legitimate. Now, for those who don't have my trading system, what am I actually looking for? I knew this was going to happen, but I didn't get in it. Lower high. See the high? Lower high. See, it went down, went back high, but this high is lower than that one. And it dropped, and then it created this high, but this high is lower than that. So that's how you get your lower highs, bouncing off the trend lines. Midweek reversals. But what do I typically look for? Okay, I'm typically looking for my sexy analyst, which gives you all your trend lines, your Fibonacci levels, everything is already pre-built in. So I don't have to mark up my charts anymore. I'm done with that. I've been done with that for years now. I'm tired. I don't want to spend my weekends marking up my charts when I have an automated system that does all that. You give me my supply and demand zones, which you can see right here in the magenta and blue. It give me my trend lines. It has other features that I don't have on here that you can activate, such as inner trend lines, outer trend lines, all that kind of stuff. You got all that right there. Now, Simplicity will give you your arrows and your zones. That's the main thing I need from Simplicity. Simplicity with the arrows and the zones. Okay. This red dot is a daily dot indicator. It's free for people who's trading who got our signal service, so it's a free indicator. Built out, live and love it for reversals. But again, that's if you're in the signal service. But you can trade even without the daily dot. You don't have to have it. It's just an additional confirmation that many of us in our group have been using for many years now. And it shows you daily levels of reversals. That's what that represents. From the daily perspective, no matter what time frame you're on, you can see exactly what levels from the daily there's possible reversals. That's why I like it. You can go any time frame and you just look at it smoothly. Daily level, boom, arrow came in and that thing went to the nuts. Okay, so that's why I use it. All right, so anyway, I see there was a reversal there. Like I said, we was on AUD CAD, A-Swiss. Nothing much, but you see how minimal the opportunities were. So I'm looking for double taps, going back, I'm looking for the double taps off the top of my Simplicity zone. See, I call this the home plate. When it comes into my batter's box, see this zone, and you see this green zone. When you start tapping off the top, off the bottom, you got my attention, which is what this one is doing. But as you're going along, you see there wasn't a whole lot of them. Now, Cat Twist gave some good spills up. I did take that trade when it bounced up and came up here. I did snatch me up some pretty nice pips off of that one. I did enjoy it. Thank you very much, Cat Twist. Now this one here, I'm going to be keeping my eye on because it is well below. But look at what happened, y'all. Watch this. See, that's Euro AUD. See, it looks smooth and simple here. But when you take it to regular charts with regular candles, you get all this shaking and baking, which freaks you out. And this is why a lot of you guys are not taking advantage of these trades. That's why when I built the Ocean Wave system, that's why I have it so that the candles are thin. And if it ain't thin enough for me, then I'm gonna thin it out some more, but just by shrinking it up, pulling this up a bit. Okay, so I can see the overall trend. I don't want to see the noise. I just want to see the trend. This is the exact same pair as this, but look at all the choppiness that you see on the regular chart. See all that choppiness? And if you tighten this up, you can see it a little bit better, which is fine. You can see it better, see? But it's still choppy. So that's why I go and depend for trend trading with Ocean Wave. But either way it goes right here, this thing is basically well out of bounds. So I'm expecting that hopefully it'll turn itself around because it is at a level of support right here. You see that? So we'll see what it does. Okay, so we'll check it out next week. I'll keep an eye on that one. All right, let's go. Euro USD. Nothing nice. There was nothing nice this week on it that I liked. Look at that. All of these were falling through like a But either way it goes, I don't see any cute setups that really. Now this one is nice. Ooh. 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 Yeah, baby. Don't keep my eye on this one. Ooh. All right, you're right in the base of my batter's box. Ooh, dear Jesus. Oh my goodness. And by the way, for pairs that I do like, Euro AUD and Euro NZD, they're similar. I like them. Look at this. Ooh. Ooh, you drop right into the batter's box. I gotta keep my eye on you. Yes, Jesus. But I gotta wait for confirmations. And it could go even further down. See how I broke below the support on this level? You got some candles below it, so it could dip a little bit further below. You don't know. So rather check and see. It could come all the way down to actually touch to the bottom of the zone here. The 4 hour. So we'll see how that plays out. I don't know. But I'll keep my eye on it definitely for a reversal coming up this week. I really will. GA, nothing. It was ugly. As far as reversals. Okay, the first thing catches my eye, that batter box. You're touching at the bottom on top of that batter's box, you got my attention. See how I touched the batter's box and then it reversed and kept on dropping. See that? Bing, bing. Look at that arrow. And then you got your major drop. This is what I'm talking about. See? When it hits that batter's box, 215 pip drop. So once it hits the top of that batter's box, see that batter's box? And then you get all your other confirmations, top of the trend line, this yellows, and you can change these colors, these support and resistance levels. That's what these are from the 4 hour perspective. You can even change the time frame you want to use them on, but I use the 4 hour support and resistance level. The white is support, yellow is resistance. You can see it hit the resistance level, hit the top of my batter's box, daily dot, supply and demand zone box. Everything says sell. Okay, so there was a great opportunity on this one in the drop. After you get all that confirmation, you drop to the 50 minute and just wait for your arrow. That's it. Confirmation here, arrow on the 15. That's what we call that strategy, the 415. Okay, very simple. Lots of tips on that one. That was good. GJ, I seen this head and shoulder kind of thing, but I didn't get into it. Again, I just like when they coming fresh off the batter's box. It did here. That's when I get the most profitability. That one was a nice one. Could have rolled down. I'll show you the one I did. I see now GU. See how it's coming up to that top of that batter's box, and every time it came to this range, it failed. So I do believe it may push and break through. So I'm not going to sell this thing. I'm gonna wait because this thing can still push higher on next week. Motion waving it for another 15-20 pips. Then it could break even through. We'll know. But I will keep my eye on this one just like I will AUD USD. Okay. This one I did play. It, and this is a good one. This is a good example of what I mean. See, it hit the batter's box, dropped at a 15 minute, and boom, there it was. It came down a bit, retested, and then dropped for some very nice pips, a couple of 20-something pips. But I had a lot of positions on it, so I was able to do a grab and go. But for those who do have it, sometimes this is why if you hit support, go ahead and shave off some profits. Because it can come back up and bounce as it did right here. Especially the ANZD because it's pretty strong pair right now. So see how it hit support and then the arrow came in and it's trying to push back. And that means that if I was going to consider it, trading it again, it'll probably come back up and retest this area. And then midweek reversals when I'll hit this one again. Okay. Notice I ain't got to mark up no charts. I'm clicking through all the time frames. I'm clicking through every pair. Not one time did I have to draw trend line, support and resistance level, supply and demand zones, this, that, and the other. I ain't got to do none of it. It's automated. And that's the benefit of having the simplicity with the sexy analysts on top. Okay? Everything's done for me in seconds. Fibonacci levels, everything. Okay? This one was ugly. I didn't do anything. But you see what happens when it hit that batter's box, it created that W pattern, and it never came back. Never came back. So that's why I would look for the batter's box. See the batter's box. See that? Drop. Now, this one catching my eye. See, all of these in USD pairs, AUD, USD, GBP, USD, NZD, USD. See, they're all doing the same thing. So that means there's a potential opportunity for me to glance at on next week. I'm I'm not going to trade it in the beginning of the week. I'm going to make sure I get confirmation first that this is literally going to stop right here, because it can easily break on through and keep going. So I will wait patiently for confirmation. Same thing on the USD CAD. You can see it right here. Now this is what I was telling you. I knew USD CAD. I knew it was so pretty of a setup. Oh my God! I seen that arrow and I was like, but you know, it is what it is. But look right here. This is where it was. This little thing right here. And this is also what I call liquidity runs. Liquidity runs. They call it liquidity runs. Stop runs, liquidity runs, same thing. But right here, a lot of people saw that support level. Right? They see this and they see this and they opt in for a buy. But Ocean Wave said nope. Suckers, look at this. And it broke through. I knew this was coming. Then they create another level, and then after that they set up and sometimes get ready for a reversal. So I keep my eye on this one. Swiss has been terrible, just a non-stop drop. Look at this big arrow on the 4 hour. It just never stopped dropping, so I don't trust it. Yes, it's at the bottom of the zone on the 4 hour. So at this point, there's a potential that I may pay attention to it, but I'm very skeptical of it. Okay, but I do see the double bottom. I hate to see it hitting support, so I will keep an eye on this one during midweek reversal as well. See that double? See that right there? Candle hitting the bottom of my batter zone. See, it's in the batter's box, and here's the retest candle, so it's sitting perfectly there. So yes, see my zones. It's built into simplicity, so therefore it's already telling me the zones. Supply and demand zones is in the match as well. You see the blue supply and demand zone? Okay, you see it? Already pre-built. So guess what? I might take a look. So it looks like on this coming week, the USD pairs may reverse around. AUD USD, NZD USD, GBP USD, USD CAD, USD Swiss. Let's check out USD JPY. Oh, yeah, baby. Whoa, that's what I'm talking about. See, this is what I like right here. Okay, yeah, baby. This is what I'm talking about. See all that strong level, at the bottom of my batter's box. Oh yeah, baby. This is what I'm talking about. So yeah, baby. Yeah. All right. Hell, we talking. All right. They dumped $1, but it looked like it may highlight next week. Okay. If you're still at the end of this video with me, and I'm almost done, we're about to be finished in a few minutes. But if you're still at the end of this video, type a 40 in the box. You know, just let me know that you're still hanging with me. Because again, this takes a lot of time to record these going one pair at a time. And I usually do it by myself, minding my own business. I say maybe these videos will help retail traders. So better yet, instead of typing a number in the box, type "still with you" in the comment section if you made it this far with me. Because again, if it's not too many people who are going to do this and hang with me, I'll stop doing these videos, because these take a lot of time. I should be in the bed, but you know, because this will go a whole lot faster. I can do this in 15 minutes if I was doing this by myself without looking or talking or explaining along the way. I can go through each pair in a matter of minutes. I can go to Ocean Wave, write my notes, go to this one, write my notes, and I can be done in 15 minutes doing all of my analysis for not only what happened last week, but what could possibly happen next week. I can do all that in 15 minutes or less by myself. But because I'm explaining things and trying to give guidance to you guys, especially some of you guys who hit me up who are new traders, this is the reason why this takes longer. So again, leave in the comments below, I'm still with you. If I don't see too many, this will probably be my last one, because this takes a lot of time, okay? But I'm just doing it out of love because I think it may help some people. But if not, I ain't gonna worry about it. It's all good. Come to my live class on Wednesdays. Or join up for the signal service. Dr. Elvis is just beast mode. Miss Jenny is beast mode. And the signal service, just let them trade for you. Let's see. This is NASDAQ, which again, we've seen that it was on a complete continuation. Look at that arrow. Batter's box. Look at that. And just went nuts. But it's stalling out in this range. I don't know if it's getting tired or it may break through. We'll see on next week. But this one, I think this one will push and retest its level. I would not go against it. That's the NAS. Unless there's something else. Let's go to the NAS. See it's bouncing right here. It got a down arrow, but look at this. See, this is why you don't just take every arrow you see. There is an arrow, but it was temporary because most of the pressure is heading which way? Up. This is why you got to read this dashboard down here first before you take a trade. Don't tell me you're taking trades and, oh, I don't like your system, it ain't working for me. Well, that's because you ain't following the rules. Stop taking every arrow you see. If it ain't confirmed down here, this is the first thing. I see the little arrow. First thing I'm doing, I'm dropping my eyes right here. Right here. I don't care about nothing else up here. If this ain't singing the right song, I don't care about nothing. I'll go into the next trade. Period. No excuse. I'm done. Okay, let's go do this one. Look at that. See what I mean? See how I can break through levels? I can break through. Here's a daily level. That's what the daily dot. Look out. It just broke right through there. That's what I'm talking about. This is why I said you got to follow rules. Now this one, this was completely, look, slant pattern. Look at this. Look at this. The spongy bob pattern, which I teach you in the training, in the course tutorial. Go through it, watch it. Look at that. Spongy bob, flat, 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 flat. Consolidation. I told you guys consolidated patterns are typically continuation setups. They're just taking a break before they continue in the same direction. And here's that consolidation, and then boom. Blew them up on Friday. All right. Last pair is gold. Here's gold. Same thing. See? Right here, everybody was taking sale. And this is what I'm saying. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful. It broke right through it. I don't trust these. These are emotional pairs. By the way, if you're going to trade the indices in gold, these are highly emotional pairs. They are highly volatile to news events. Unlike a lot of these currency pairs, yeah, they'll have some movement throughout the week due to news events, but they're more stable in their movement, okay? But these indices and gold, they are highly emotional pairs. This is why a lot of people like trading them, but also a lot of people are losing tons of money on them because you've got to be a person who likes fundamentals. You've got to be a person who wants to take a look at the news events coming up on these pairs because this is what pushes these indices where they're going. But here's another key. If you have a broker that has the Dixie, the DXY, that's a dollar index, you can always check the dollar index. When the dollar goes down, gold and the indices go up. When the dollar is up, these go down. That is exactly why I said I am waiting for it next week because the dollar on all of these, you can see USD CAD down, USD Swiss down. You can see USD JPY down, but it looks like they're losing their momentum on going down further. Not to say it won't. I got to check news events and I'll do a video for you guys on Sunday. But the truth of the matter is, if this is the case, then that means these here are going to start doing a turnaround to the downside. Because these dollars are going to go up. When the USD goes up, these go down. They act in opposite direction. They nemesis or enemies. Okay, see, NASDAQ is up, US 30 is up, gold is up, see, AUD is up, GBP is up, NZD is up. See, only one wasn't fooling around was what? USD. Why? Because all the I'm sorry, not the USD, but the euro. The euro, all of these were in a weak point, so this is the only one that you couldn't consider. Okay, but all the rest, they were going up because when the dollar goes down, the other goes up. It's like a seesaw. Okay, it's like a seesaw. Okay, when the dollar goes down, the indices, gold, and all the pairs typically, except for like we see here, the US euro, but most of the other pairs that went against the dollar, they all skyrocketed up. Okay, but once that dollar goes up, which I think may happen next week, you're going to see a balance consolidation and you'll see the switch, which means that the dollar pairs will go up. The one starting with USD in the front, USD Swiss, USD JPY, USD CAD. When the dollar, the currency pairs with the US dollar is in front of the currency pair, US dollar. When that start rising, watch gold fall. The indices will probably come down. GBP will start coming down. AUD USD coming down. And NZD USD coming down. So I will be keeping my eyes on those, okay? All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this video up. This was a pretty long one. Let me say this to you guys. I did do another video today, and I pray to God that you watch it. It will help you to understand how and why you could have been profitable a long time ago. Had you had this one bit of knowledge, you could have shaved years of frustration. Because I know some of you guys who watch my channel, you've been trading for years and never did a withdrawal. Months off of it could have shaved months. If you're brand new to trading, thank God you're on this channel, because if you watch that video and really watch it 2 or 3 times to really get what I'm saying, I guarantee the pain and struggle of trading for years with no money to show for it, losing thousands of dollars. This happens all the time with Forex traders. You will avoid that mistake because you are the person who's going to get for the first time the real true Forex knowledge as far as Forex psychology you need to actually succeed in this business. Okay? If you don't have that, I don't care what you do, over time you're always going to crash and burn. Okay? Alright, you guys, I'll see you in the next video. Dang, this was a long video. But, okay. I'll see if it was worth it. Again, let me know. Leave a comment in below saying, still here. Okay? Still here. If I get enough of those, then I'll continue to do this. If not, this will be the last one. Thank you. See you in Sunday's video, and also I'll see you next Wednesday in my live class. It is free. The link is always below in the description. The Zoom link. Just it's for free. It's open to the public. You don't have to buy anything. It's just come on in, ask me questions. Let's dialogue. Let's greet and meet as retail traders. It's every Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, unless it's a holiday or I'm on vacation or something. Other than that, pretty much every Wednesday I'm available, and I do hold question and answer period for whoever. Doesn't matter whether you bought some or not. Okay. I will say this again in closing. I do encourage you, if you want to earn while you learn, sign up for a signal service, and you're receiving signals from our doctor, Dr. Elvis, who is newly appointed doctor. He achieved his doctorate level. So Dr. Elvis sends out signals, and then you also have six-figure coach Miss Jenny. You have myself and Miss Donna behind the scenes working it. But either way go, we're always here to encourage you. A lot of people have been passing prop firm challenges with our signals, and a lot of people are getting withdrawals for the first time from our signal service, and it's extremely reasonable. It's reasonably priced, but I talked to my team. We may be going up on price on that, so you better get in now. Actually, we will be going up on the price on that. So you guys want to get in now and get this education. You will get a bonus trading system, the Golden Strategy Trading System. You also be getting a bonus indicator, the Daily Dot. That all comes with it. And you get to trade twice a week live with Miss Jenny in a live setting on the indices, which is where she dominates, in addition to all the signals, 10 to 14 signals a week. So 12 to 14 signals, 10 to 14 signals a week. An additional trading system, the Daily Dot indicator, 2 live sessions a week with Miss Jenny. What else you need? All right, y'all.